trying to figure out what to do for crap. I've been trying to figure out what to do for an intro for videos. So I'm thinking about sticking a beer in a cozy and putting it in a coffee cup and then opening the thing and drinking out of it. I'm not sure that's going to fly though. So this is the biggest book on my shelf, the big book tag. I was tagged by Mark over at Richardson Reads. Thank you, Mark, for the tag. Now, Mark has a fantastic library. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to one-up anybody on this one, but I'll grab the biggest books I have now. I'm going to start out with the smaller ones because maybe that'll make the last ones I show a little more impressive. But now here's the weird thing. Okay, I want to show you these two books. This is Rome and Her Enemies. Obviously, if you hear anything, you know there's somebody playing a video game over there. That'd be my wife. And for some strange reason, this book is right at 300 pages. And I don't know why it's so heavy, because I have this book, Ancient and Medieval Siege Weapons, and it's 300 pages. The outside dimensions are just slightly bigger than this one, yet this one feels like it's, you know, a pound heavier. I'm not sure why that is. Same amount of pages, basically. Then I will grab now I wasn't sure if I was going to go for page count on these or, you know, the dimensions. Let me throw this one in there. It's one of my favorites. Minefields, Harlan Ellison, Jacek Jurka. Ellison's one of my favorite writers. Jacek Jurka is a Polish artist. Surrealism. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can find one of these. All the paintings are great and the stories are awesome. So, like I said, every painting has a story accompanying it, and every story has a painting. It's a symbiotic relationship between a writer and an artist. It does not get much better than that. Let's see if I can find this one. This one's one of my favorites. It's in the back here. Is that awesome or what? So this is, yeah, it's fairly big. It's considered a coffee table book, I think. I don't have any atlases, so I don't think it's going to be too huge. And let's see. Here's an interesting one. Once again, not huge as far as, you know, length and width, but I basically got this when I was researching my novel on life in a coal camp circa 1912. I actually cut this picture out and I pinned it on the wall when I was writing the novel because I wanted that image. That is cool. Like I said, not a huge book, but informative nonetheless. And then I have these are remnants of college, world masterpieces. It's the Norton Anthology. This is almost 3,000 pages long. And it covers everything from the Epic of Gilgamesh up to, I think, Roman literature and so forth. It might even go farther than that. It's got some Egyptian poetry in here, so that's cool. So it pretty much runs the gamut as far as certain time periods. Let me see where it ends. Okay, almost had. The pages are really thin. The Florentine Codex. And then there's something I cannot pronounce, which is Mayan. 1554 to 1558. The prologue is creation, so I'm assuming this was part of their religion. So, almost 3,000 pages. And then I have the Heath Anthology of American Literature, which, yeah, it's filthy, but you'd be filthy if you'd been in a box for 20 or 30 years. And this one goes from, once again, 3,000 pages, almost. Native American oral tradition, Native American poetry, and then it goes up to, there's Wadsworth Long, Walt Whitman, Leaves of Grass is in here. All of Emily Dickinson's poetry. And actually that's where it ends. It's amazing how many poems that woman wrote. All titles to Emily Dickinson's poetry. So like I said, so we have almost thick 6,000 pages there from these thick volumes. But probably weight-wise, I don't know. So many pages this is. I don't think this has that many pages. It's only 700 pages, but the Timetables of History, this is what we writers had to purchase or have on hand if you were going to write something back before the days of the internet. And that's why I bought this for writing purposes. And so you can basically go anywhere in here. Let me just pick a random page. Okay, 1758. And you have your different sections. You have history and politics, literature and theater, religion, philosophy, learning, visual arts, music, science, technology, and daily life. So in 1758 you're not going to have a lot of visual arts, but here's what we have. Prussia occupied by Russia, that's East Prussia. The British take Louisburg. Then we can jump over here to literature and theater. Jonathan Swift, The History of the 4 Last Years of the Queen. Religion, Pope Benedict the 14th, succeeded by Carlo della Torre, something or other. Noah Webster died. I'll take that back. Noah Webster was born in 1758. He died in 1843. Visual arts, got some paintings here. J.H. von Daniker, German sculptor. Music, Zelter. I'm not even familiar with that composer. Science and technology, the ribbing machine for manufacture of hose invented by Jedediah Strutt. And daily life, Bridgewater Canal between Liverpool and Leeds was begun. Apparently it was finished in 1761. So like I said, this was what I used when I was writing back before the internet came along. So that was it. Not all that impressive. But these are the biggest books that I have on hand. So, thank you, Mark, for the tag. Anybody wants to do this, I'd actually like to see it. Anything to do with books, obviously, I find fascinating. So, cheers, and you booktubers, post a video on this. Now, I'm going to finish that beer, and bye.